Men who are ruthless at work tend to display these 7 behaviors at home, according to psychology. As people, it's crucial to understand that our professional and personal lives often intersect and influence one another. A prime example is when men who are ruthless in their professional fields bring this behavior into their homes. This can lead to potential distress and discomfort amongst family members. This kind of scenario refers to situations where these men, usually authoritative and competitive in their workplaces, carry over these traits into their domestic lives. Their drive for control and success doesn't switch off after office hours, but continues into their interactions at home. This behavioral pattern is not only persistent, but often intensifies over time. It is subtle enough to go unnoticed in the initial stages of relationships or family dynamics. In this article, we'll highlight some typical behaviors exhibited by such men at home based on psychology. 1. Dominance. Dominance isn't always an outward display of power or control. It can often manifest subtly in daily interactions and decisions at home. If you find your partner dictating the rules of the house, making significant decisions without consulting you, or disregarding your opinions, it could be a sign of a dominance issue. These men are often used to leading and making decisions in their professional life, and they may unconsciously bring this behavior into their personal life. It could be as subtle as deciding what to have for dinner without asking your preference, controlling the TV remote, or as significant as making financial decisions without your input. In some instances, they might put down your ideas or suggestions, indicating that their decision is the only right one. This kind of behavior can be a reflection of their ruthlessness at work, seeping into their home environment. 2. Lack of emotional availability. Emotional availability is the ability to express one's emotions and respond empathetically to others. However, men who are ruthless at work may struggle with this aspect at home. You might notice your partner being distant or detached, even when you're sharing your feelings or discussing something important. They might be preoccupied with work-related thoughts, showing little interest in your day or your concerns. In more severe cases, they might avoid emotional conversations altogether, diverting discussions to more practical or mundane topics instead. This can make it difficult for you to connect with them on a deeper emotional level. This lack of emotional availability can be traced back to their work environment, where they might have conditioned themselves to suppress emotions, viewing them as a sign of weakness. Consequently, this behavior can spill over into their personal life as well. 3. Generosity with material gifts. Surprisingly, men who are ruthless at work may display a high level of generosity at home, particularly with material gifts. They might frequently shower you with lavish presents or spur-of-the-moment treats. While this might seem positive at first glance, it's essential to be aware that this could be a way of compensating for their lack of emotional connection or a method of maintaining control. They might use these gifts as a distraction from their dominating behavior, or as a means to make up for their emotional unavailability. The underlying motive is often not about making you happy, but about fulfilling their need for control and dominance. 4. Frequent anger outbursts. Life with a partner who is ruthless at work can sometimes feel like walking on eggshells. There might be frequent displays of anger, often over trivial matters. Their tolerance for small inconveniences or mistakes can be incredibly low, leading to sudden outbursts of fury. This can create an environment of constant anxiety and fear at home. These anger outbursts often stem from the high-pressure environment they are used to at work, where they constantly push for perfection and have little patience for errors. Unfortunately, this harsh demeanor can carry over into home life, affecting everyone in the household. 5. Difficulty in expressing vulnerability. Beneath the surface of the ruthless work persona, there often lies a deep-seated fear of appearing weak or vulnerable. This fear can manifest itself in various ways in their personal lives. they struggle with expressing their emotions clearly, particularly those feelings that expose their vulnerabilities. They also find it hard to admit when they're hurt, scared, or uncertain about something. Often this difficulty is not because they don't feel these emotions, but because expressing them contradicts the tough exterior they've built for themselves in their professional life. 6. Overemphasis on success and achievement. You might find your partner constantly focused on goals, achievements, and success, even in everyday situations. They may bring a winner, takes all mentality to family games, or be overly invested in the children's academic or athletic performance, pushing them to be the best. This behavior is often a mirror of their work environment, where success is highly valued and ruthlessness can be a means to achieve it. But when this mindset seeps into home life, it can create unrealistic expectations and put unnecessary pressure on family members. 7. A love for competition. Another sign of a man who is ruthless at work could be his love for competition. This could manifest in the most unexpected and fun ways at home. Perhaps he turns every board game night into a fierce battle, or maybe he insists on making chores a race to see who can finish first. He might even take up competitive hobbies, like running marathons or participating in trivia nights. While this competitive spirit can add some excitement and challenge to family activities, it's also a reflection of the competitive environment they are used to at work. 8. Unhealthy work-life balance. Lastly, but importantly, men who are ruthless at work often struggle with maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Your partner might find himself constantly checking emails after work hours, taking late-night calls, or bringing work stress into the home environment. He might prioritize work commitments over family activities or personal relaxation time. While dedication to one's job is admirable, it becomes problematic when it starts to overshadow personal relationships and self-care. It's crucial to address this issue head-on. Remember, it's not just about them. Your happiness and the health of your relationship are equally important. Don't hesitate to set boundaries and demand respect for your shared personal time. Communication is key. The most crucial point to remember here is that communication is key. If you notice these behaviors in your partner, it's essential to have open and honest conversations about your concerns. Don't shy away from expressing your feelings and setting boundaries. Encourage them to do the same. Remember, a strong and healthy relationship is a two-way street that thrives on mutual respect, understanding, and open communication.